You've got mail.
Dude, we're fucking live and we're in here and we're fucking.
Hey, yo!
Bing bong.
It's the podcast.
That's
Hell
it.
yeah.
That was great.
Have a good night.
Oh my God.
He's on a podcast.
Welcome to You Got Mail, the manliest
Don't block me.
podcast on the internet. My name's Keegan. I'm kicking back with me, Norm, Dan, and Zach, and that's the intro that we practice every
We're
week.
still drinking Alaskan hard seltzers this week. Sponsor us.
You have Alaska. Nope. You have one more week to
one more week
sponsor us
before we move on.
Or we're moving on. Get in on the ground floor.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
so
brewed
glad
with
that Zach
Sitka.
hasn't worked through these truly like festive drinks.
It's
Zach
because
doesn't drink.
It's
That's
because
why.
I drank one of them and I was like, these are fucking garbage.
I've had
Trash,
one
just
every
because you
time
had the
I've come
spiced
here.
apple one and you didn't drink any
And
of
we're
the
not
other ones,
sponsored,
idiot.
so they're not
Yeah.
paying us to say that
Well,
those are
I
garbage.
had one. I love
Just
them.
are.
They're fire, dude.
They're my favorite.
You're welcome to have all of them.
I'm gonna keep them here if that's okay.
Yeah.
I'll suck your pee.
I think there's only one left. I've had two already. Well, this is my second.
Tonight.
Yeah, I finished the first one pretty quick. I was really excited when I got here.
He was just a bundle of energy.
Let's
I
go.
was.
All right, guys. Shut
I'm
the
ready
fuck
to
up.
fuck tonight.
Shut the fuck up and let me talk. Here
Fucked
we go.
up, shut.
So I brought Smoke Wagon Uncut, Unfiltered, Straight Bourbon Whiskey from Las Vegas because I saw this bottle. I got a little story here. I saw this bottle about a week ago. About a week ago. People still doing that?
No.
I saw this bottle about a week ago when I was...
That's so a week ago.
Dude. When I went to buy a bunch of like cordials and like modifiers because I want to start, just making cocktails at home and such. And I saw this bottle and I was like, oh man, it'd be really cool to get a local bottle and bring that in and see what kind of shit
Locale.
see what Vegas is putting out. At the same time, I did buy a local a rum. It was a locale rum. Thank you. I didn't see the extra L and E, but and it was a rum, and I was like, oh, Vegas makes rum. Let's see. And I got it, and I was like, this is just to make mojitos. Drank a little bit of it straight up, and it was ass. Vegas does not make good rum so far. But then I came back a week later, and I saw this bottle again, and I was like, I would love to bring this on the podcast. I talked to the guy working there, and there is the Smoke Wagon Straight Bourbon Whiskey, and then the Smoke Wagon Uncut, Unfiltered Straight Bourbon Whiskey, which is what I got.
That means they shit in it before they distill it.
And I asked the guy, he's like, you got any questions? I'm like, yeah, can you tell me the difference between these two bottles? And he's like, I wish I could, but I can't. And I was like, oh, tight, okay. And he's like, the thing is, the guy who makes this bourbon used to post on Instagram every day what was in each batch. But then he kind of just stopped doing it. So he's like, so every uncut, unfiltered bottle could be totally different than the one next to it. And he's like, this one right here could have like smooth caramel undertones and stuff like that. And the one right next to it could have a harsh cinnamon flavor. So every bottle could be completely different.
Yummy.
It's like a whiskey mystery box.
That's what I said. I was like, so it's
30
like
bots, every flavor bourbon.
And I was like, so it's like a grab bag. And he's like, yep. And I was like, all right, which one do I get? And he's like, because there were 3 bottles of it. And I was
Number
like, so
3, my lord.
which one should I pick? And he goes, are you right-handed or left-handed? I said, I'm right-handed. He said, great, pick the one on the left. So I did. He's like, cool, that's the oldest one anyways.
Buffalo.
So this is...
Keegan would be dead. You'd go to the hospital.
This
very
one's pretty
fast.
strong. It's
Dreams come true.
You can tell they just write whatever the proof is right on it with Sharpie. So this one's 57.08%. Slightly stronger
Jesus.
than your average bourbon, which is usually like usually like 80 to 100 proof. This one's 57.08, so this is gonna be pretty strong. So I'm gonna
Let's
go ahead and pour
go.
this up. That's my TED Talk. Thank you guys for listening. While
Don't
I
spill it.
let's not spill it.
Keegan, the moment of truth. I fucking swear to God, Keegan.
We'll kick you off the podcast if you
Swear to
spill
all
this
the
week.
gods.
Nice smooth pour here. I like the sound it makes.
It goes glug glug glug.
It does the glug
Glug,
glug
glug,
glug.
glug, 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 glug. Hey.
Wow.
I've done this before.
And for the first time in podcast history,
Keegan didn't spill.
poured a beverage
Hey.
without spilling it all over my shit.
And
Everyone
the
around
crowd goes wild.
Don't worry, guys. We still got like 56 minutes left for Keegan to spill
Yeah,
something.
Thank
that's
you.
true. That's
Thank
true.
you. I'm a good bartender. Ask Norm.
That's facts. He is. He's a very good bartender. I would
All
agree
right,
with that
guys.
statement fully.
Let's go ahead and let's try it, man. First let's smell it.
Let's take a sniff of this good stuff.
Smells like rubbing alcohol.
Smells like my asshole.
Yeah,
It smells delicious.
Yeah,
Made
Norm's
me,
asshole.
it made me just get some shivers.
I like how it smells. It smells like a high proof bourbon.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Cheers, boys, to the potty.
Cheers to the potty. Cheers to us
Clink, clink,
fucking.
clink, clink, clink,
cheer-
clink.
I'm drinking out of a cracked glass, so I'm gonna hopefully get some of these glass shards just right into my palate, so
There's
that
undertones of glass.
so that when I take a shit later, my asshole starts bleeding.
Jesus Christ. Ow.
Are you talking about the asshole thing or the sip that you took?
The sip.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
I don't
Have
know,
fun
I-
with that.
I quite like that.
It's delicious and it
it's
hurts.
good. It's a little harsh though.
It
for
is
sure.
harsh, but I like it.
This has the undertone of alcohol.
Correct.
I can taste that.
This makes me want to punch a hole
It
through my
starts
chest.
like alcohol
I think
and
it's gonna do that
finishes
on its
like
own.
alcohol. This
Yeah, it's
makes
got a
me
sting.
want to take a fucking coach gun, which is a side-by-side 12-gauge shotgun, dump it in gasoline, light it on fire, and shoot a fucking grizzly bear.
Honestly,
Wow.
it is making me so warm. There's like it's spreading through my body like fucking morphine. Which,
Yeah,
by the
right?
way, if you've never had morphine, try it. It's great.
You
Try
got
it
me?
once and you're hooked. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
When I had appendicitis, like when I was like a teenager, they like I went to the emergency room and I was in severe pain. They shot me up with morphine, and that shit feels like icy hot running through your veins.
Are you saying
It
you
is-
don't have
you don't
an
have an
appendix?
appendix?
What
Yeah, I
a
don't have an
fucking
appendix.
loser, dude!
It's only like,
This
it's only like a
fucking
third of a man
loser,
over
dude.
here, bro. Get an appendix, you fucking loser.
nerd. I remember when I didn't. Oh wait, I always have had one.
Boom.
I have a
Fucking
theory.
Roasted,
I have a theory.
dumbass.
I'm insecure about
What
my
if it's not
appendix.
called morphine? It's just called fiend, and people always wanted more, and they just
Oh.
kept saying morphine.
I don't like
Morphine.
I don't like this.
Morphine.
I just want to say I'm lacking an appendix, but that makes me more of a man because they took an organ out of my body, and here I am surviving in front of you.
Yeah, but you got a small dick.
So maybe you guys should try getting like on my level, dude, because
missing a kidney.
you guys
Are
seem
you saying I
so
won't get
not
my
on level
appendix
right now.
removed? Are you saying I won't get
Yeah,
my appendix
I'm
removed?
saying right now you would not go to a hospital right now and ask them to remove your appendix
I'll-
because
I'll
you're,
do it
you're,
live
a,
on
you're
the
a
potty.
big old bitch ass.
I'll do it
with
live
your-
on the potty right
with
now.
with your balls that are not
What
cut
a
off.
cool clip that'll be.
You know, a real
He
man
goes
wouldn't
to-
even go to a hospital. Norm, pull out my appendix. Come on. I trust
He's
you
like-
fully.
You only challenge them to ask a doctor to take it out. That'd be a pretty quick clip. Hey, can you take out my appendix? And he'd be like, no. Roll the credits.
Subscribe and like and subscribe. Follow for
Smash
more
that
content.
bell if you
here's
want to
what-
see some more gnarly
Asking a real
pranks.
doctor. That actually reminds me when Zach earlier today, Zach and I went to go pick up a futon for the studio. Zach purchased a futon because we're starting to develop the actual studio that we're going to do the podcast in. And when we did, he had to borrow his dad's truck because you couldn't fit a futon in the back of a Trailblazer or not a Trailblazer.
It's a Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk.
Trailhawk. There we go. But he was driving his truck down the road, and another truck pulled up next to it. And I'm like, you know, what'd be funny is if we dressed like pirates, stood in the back of Zach's dad's truck, and then raided other trucks and stole their shit
Oh, that'd be good.
and threw it back.
Is this
in.
Fast and the Furious 10?
Well, no, because we'd be dressed like pirates and we'd all be hiding down like under where you can see the lip of the truck, right? And then at a red light, Zach would pull up next to another truck. He'd walkie-talkie us in the back and be like, "It's go time," or "Yar," whatever.
Yar!
And then we'd all stand up. The guy next to us in the truck would be like, "What the fuck are they doing?" And then we'd jump in his truck, take his shit, and then Zach would turn right because we'd be in the right turn lane. and Zach would take off.
And they definitely
pretty
wouldn't chase us.
Definitely wouldn't chase
That'd
us.
be pretty funny.
And if they did, then we'd have ship combat, and then Dan would jump onto his truck bed, and we would sword
So
fight.
this is
It'd be
Fast
great.
and Furious 10.
If you want it. to be.
Yar.
I haven't seen any of those movies.
Automobile robbery on the Black
It's
Sea.
Fast and Furious 10 at
it's a
World's End.
blacktop.
The
Anywho,
asphalt.
it sounded
Yeah,
like
asphalt.
it sounded like a sick ass prank.
It's the Pirates of the
does sound
Caribbean.
sick.
It's not a
Fast and
prank,
the
man.
Furious
That's theft.
crossover.
It's a crime.
No, it'd be funny though.
It would be pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. That video does sound like something I wouldn't stop my scrolling for.
Yeah.
I do. I would also like to see that, but also I miss the pranks where people would go into like the porta-john and then like fucking you would move a whole like set into the porta-john to where when they open it, they're all of a sudden in like an office setting.
yeah.
You know what
yeah,
I'm talking
yeah,
about?
yeah.
Like those were like nobody got fucking hurt. It's not
Yeah.
like, oh dude, I cut your right foot off. Prank.
Yeah.
It's like just
that would be a
funny
good
and people
prank,
are just
though.
like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean?
I saw one of those just the other week where the guy goes into the porta potty and then they literally bring a whole church setting and they like move it super quick right in front of the door. And so when he opens the door, it's just an aisle and there's pews and there's just this disgusting woman in a gown at the end of the thing and she's all like waving at him and
Like he's about to
and
get
he's all
married.
like, and he like looks to the left, looks to the right, and he's like, what the fuck just happened? Like, and he just like slowly steps back into the porta potty, and I'm like, yo, that man had the only proper reaction. He just looked left, looked right, and was like, I'm not supposed to be here.
Like, what if you were like actually like tripping balls and you like went into the porta john to like collect your fucking thoughts? Like, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, and you open it and you're in a church setting and you're like, oh fuck.
Oh shit, that's so funny.
You'd be on a different plane of existence.
That's what we should do. We should have
Let's all
one
get
of us
go to
so
church.
fucked up.
Let's have one of us take acid and then the other three don't. And then we prank the person that's tripping balls.
I volunteer.
Let's scar somebody.
I'm terrified.
Emotionally
I'll do it.
forever.
I'll do it.
I'll just wear a scary mask.
Fuck
And
yeah.
I'll just go ooga booga booga. I'm gonna make you terrified of like Joe Biden.
That was scary just then.
I'm gonna put on a Joe
Joe
Biden mask.
Byron.
Yeah.
I was fucking.
I'll
Dude.
just start saying shit in Latin and turning my mask around over and over so you think my head is spinning.
Do that, dude. You
Pig
just have
Latin.
to talk like, or just put on an audio clip of Joe Biden talking, and
You
I'll
just
just get
say-
confused.
It is not what your country can
What
do
if it
for
made
you.
sense? What Joe Biden says, you're tripping balls, and then it made sense
I'd
because
be like, oh my god,
be like, wow.
I
wow.
get it now.
We did it.
This motherfucker's spitting. You look back on it
Actually-
sober, and you're all like, what did he just say?
That is-
He has a
Gibberish.
plan for this country.
He has a plan for this country.
He doesn't have enough time to do it, but he had the plan and then he took a nap. Boom, politics.
Politics.
All right, guys.
My name is Norman,
So-
and I
so-
smell like a boner.
Yeah,
Nice, man.
good
Thanks.
man. Let's
Let's workshop that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I'll
that
give-
your
That's my
jingle?
yeah. That's my jingle for. That's me. My life
Zach,
jingle.
can you come up with jingles for each of us, please and thank you?
Norman.
I
What,
just
right now?
I just made mine.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
As
No,
long
I
as
mean,
she doesn't
you
pee
know,
in
in
them.
your off time
Okay.
after the pod, go hop on your computer there, make a jingle for every one of us, and that's it.
His
Do your feet smell like cat litter? Because that kitten is getting
Yeah, if she
fucking
fits, she
neck
sits.
deep in his boots right now.
Yeah.
Enough about the
It's a-
cat, Dan.
Hey, we're not
It's okay
even
as long as
close
she doesn't
enough
start.
there
Okay,
yet.
she started
Okay.
biting.
I
them.
got her.
Yeah, she should not bite those.
You shouldn't wear those shoes here. This is her house.
Yeah,
All
thank
right, punishment.
Put it on the
adulthood.
middle shelf. So
you. Yeah,
it's harder
you
for her to
fucking
get to.
idiot.
All right. Boys,
job, Zach.
Boys.
I'm a man.
Boys.
Sorry if that was
Oh my-
confusing. There was a
Holy
kitten
shit.
eating expensive shoes.
What's your fucking problem with me, dog? I'll fight
That's
you
a
right
cat.
now, son.
That is
She's not a
I'll
dog,
fight
she's
you
a
right
cat.
now, son.
She's just excited because you guys come here and you like treat her
Yeah,
with
we
all
do.
this
We
love
come here
and
every
excite-
time. I'm
You
coming
guys-
right now.
You guys come here and you like love on her, and she just gets so excited, man. She loves you guys a lot. So
I'm gonna make a great Boulevardier with this later.
yeah,
It's
there
gonna
you
be
go.
cover up, man.
harsh.
Yeah,
That
those words.
sounds awesome.
I
Great.
understand those words, Dan. Right? This guy.
I also have the stuff
Keegan,
to
what's
make
a
a Manhattan.
boulevardier?
Oh, a Boulevardier. It's a Negroni boat with bourbon. You
What's a
stupid.
Negroni?
Oh, okay. A Negroni
Is that that thing? You made me one of those at your house.
Yeah, I made
Yeah,
you a
yeah, yeah.
I
boulevardier.
fucking hated it.
Yeah, Dan
it was
hated it.
so
It
bad.
does kind of taste like cough syrup.
Yeah, if you don't like bitter things, then you will hate
Let me tell you though,
Boulevardier.
I didn't like them originally, and then I was sick one week and had a sore throat, and Norm made me a Boulevardier, and I changed my
was
perspective
so good.
completely on it. Like it hit different. It soothed my sore throat, and I was like, this
I think that
is
just
now
bourbon
good.
alone could do that.
Yeah, but in the fuck you, cat. In the way of a Boulevardier in a cocktail, it tasted better. And a Boulevardier, by the way, is equal parts Campari, sweet vermouth, and bourbon. So there you go.
Yeah, I prefer
Better.
rye whiskey and
Now we know what that is.
Those Boulevardiers.
You're a
They
rye
know.
guy.
You're a
I'm
rye
a
guy.
rye guy.
All right, guy.
Norman the rye guy.
More like a bi guy. This guy would fuck anybody.
Dude, I'd fuck whatever.
Dude, something funny. I was
Ow,
watching
fucker.
that new the Pam and Tommy show about Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee.
Oh yeah, with Seth
Do you see
Rogen.
the girls'
Super
titties?
fucking funny. Oh, a lot. And at one point, Tommy Lee's dick, which is fucking massive, talks to him through the little pee hole.
That's so
and it
cool.
like looks at him and it talks. And I was watching it with my wife and we were just like, what the fuck? Well, she was like, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, what the fuck? But really I was like, that's fucking awesome.
I wish I could talk to my dick.
I know, dude. Oh, the stories it could tell.
Stop waterboarding
But anyway,
me.
a scene in it. So Seth Rogen has a love interest that is a porn star, right?
Okay.
She calls him, "Hey, come over and fix my toilet." Right? She's living with a roommate that's lesbian, and the lesbian comes over and says something, and he's like, "Oh, aren't lesbians supposed to be blah blah blah?" And she was like, "I'm bi," and he goes, "Bi then?" Did I fucking laugh my ass off because he was like, "Bi then? Like, get the fuck out of here. Let me talk to my lady."
I want to watch that show a lot.
Watch it a lot.
Yeah, I want
Okay.
to watch it a lot.
All right.
I want to watch
comes
it a
out every
lot, not just
Tuesday.
a little.
Okay, bet. What is it on?
Hulu.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Pam and Tammy.
Got it.
No, it's good.
Pam
It's really funny.
There's a lot of
actually.
shows being put
as the
out
guy
right
that
now.
plays the Winter Soldier as Tommy Lee.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you see his
Oh, that's fucking
penis?
sick.
Yeah, I just told you that.
Well, you said he talks to it. You didn't say I see it.
Yeah, I said
How
it's,
would
I
you?
said
He
it's
said the
massive
dick
and it
hole
turns
moves.
and talks,
How would he
so
know
it's
that
like-
if he didn't
Do you think
see
it's
it?
a mold, or do you think his dick is really that big IRL?
I think it's I don't. Well,
Wow.
hey,
I mean, he
Now
is
we're
the
getting-
Winter
who
Soldier.
might I guess?
Now we're
I
getting
mean,
into it.
I don't think that his dog because it moves and like turns up and looks at him and like talks to him.
Could be
So I don't think
CGI.
that. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but what I'm saying is that might be. He might have a big dick, is all I'm saying.
But maybe not
But
that
I
big.
don't think that he can make it talk to him.
I don't know, man. That could be real.
Like look at him and move like that, like it was its own thing, like this.
Yeah, like a snake charmer,
but with a boner.
but with
Oh,
blood.
he was soft.
No, he was soft,
Obviously,
man.
it fucking was.
He's definitely a shower, not a grower.
Okay.
I'm the opposite. I'm a grower, bro.
Most of us
My
are.
dick's like this big right now, but then when I
I'm
get
neither.
You're
So,
neither. You don't even have a dick.
Well,
this is
I don't even have a dick.
Dan's
it's
a
nothing to
eunuch.
write home about.
Dan's the most progressive guy here. He doesn't even have a dick.
Attaboy. He just
We really need
identifies
to.
as a man.
We really need to change that phrase, huh?
What?
No one writes home anymore.
Wait,
Sure
When's the
we
last
do.
time you wrote a
I'm
letter?
sorry, nobody DMs their
Mom.
BFF about it.
There you
I
go.
wouldn't DM home about it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have the
I
same
wouldn't
ring
text
to it.
home.
I
need
wouldn't
more.
FaceTime the old pops about it.
Yeah.
That's
That's
okay.
pretty good. That's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
good. I like that one
Alright.
actually.
All right, there we go. Internet,
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
internet.
make it
We
happen.
just solved the
Get on it.
problems. Solved all the problems
Well,
in the world.
we started a new thing and we threw out the old thing. So you're welcome. We're gonna say that to our kids one day. Be like, wouldn't write home about it. They'll be like, what the fuck do you mean write home?
And they're like,
What's
a
writing?
What's
What
a
is writing?
pen?
They don't even teach cursive in school anymore. But
Yeah,
I don't
I
want to
mean-
get started on that.
I think that's okay because I think
Yeah.
it's stupid.
I've never used cursive in my
Just-
real life.
Like,
Just
why do I have
teach-
to learn how to write differently than
Just
I
teach-
already learned how to
Teach
write?
the kid how to sign his name in cursive, and that's it. Like
Yeah.
just
Get a
show him
signature.
show him how to sign his name because that's
You don't even need to
whatever,
know how to
apparently.
sign your full name. You just need
No,
a signature.
yeah.
Create
That's
some
true.
kind of scribble
That's true.
You need one
that
letter and a
identifies as
scribble.
you.
That's
Exactly,
true.
dude.
No,
There's
I'm not-
a
yeah, I'm
D,
not
a
even joking.
scribble, an L, a B, a scribble, and then a line through all of it.
Yeah, just do a
Signature.
big A, a line, and then scribble, and then a big H, and then that's it.
I
Let me
kinda
tell
have
you
like
something.
a-
My signature is nothing to write home about.
No, you wouldn't even
Nothing to
fa-
FaceTime your pops about.
Yeah, I
huh?
wouldn't FaceTime your
I'm
pops
sorry.
about that one.
I jumped in front
I
of
would
you.
it's okay, it's
FaceTime
okay.
Zach's dad about it, though.
Yeah, that'd be cool. He'd probably accept it.
Yeah,
like, hey,
I
look at
hope
my
so.
signature.
He
Be
doesn't
like-
have my number saved, though, so.
Yeah, he'll-
He also doesn't
still
have an
answer.
Android, so you could, or he has an Android.
Let's
so
do
you
a
couldn't
new
FaceTime
segment
him.
on the podcast. I try to FaceTime everyone's parents.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's start now.
Okay.
Hand me my phone.
Why?
So, guys,
Why?
Let's not do this.
what is the manliest thing that you did this week?
Fine, we'll stick with the same old dumb segment.
All
Yeah,
right.
dude. Yeah, the
It's
same
only
old-
as dumb as we are because it's completely dependent on our
And we're
activities,
idiots.
our
same-
performance throughout the
the
week.
same old dumb
I got one.
segment.
Don't even ask, just bring it.
Go on, Dan.
The manliest thing that I did this week happened today.
Nice.
Oh, hell
What?
I went to the gym, which I paid 2 years in advance for, thinking that I was going to be some, gym goer,
yeah. Gym head.
right? Some
Gym rat.
Some lug
as
nut.
the
some
kids
lift
say.
boy.
Some
and
Jimmy Neutron, if you will.
Good.
I
Good.
haven't gone since the start of the year.
Nice.
Which, as you guys remember from the New Year's episode, my resolution was to get back in shape, as like 90% of the people in the world's resolution is.
Yeah, you're a
So
cylinder.
I went finally, and I lifted for about 30 minutes and then sat at the smoothie shop until my wife finished her workout.
Oh, no.
And then was just like, yeah, I had a good lift. Yeah.
Yeah, had a good
Just
lift.
finished.
Solid.
Just finished just now.
Solid, gassed out for
Yeah,
sure.
huh? But honestly, like I was dedicated for 30 minutes.
Dude,
And then I had nothing left in the gas tank, so I'll
Hey-
just say that.
hey,
But
I'll be honest, man. I had a good thought about this in the shower earlier, which is like
shower
when you're-
thoughts with Zach.
shower thoughts with Zach.
Think about me in the shower.
We
I
put
do.
all this pressure on ourselves to like perform all the time and stuff. When the real truth of the situation is like, if you went and you showed up and you put in the effort and the energy that you had for that day, and it was only 30 minutes, that's a W, bro. Like if it's 2 hours of a workout or if it's 30 minutes, as long as you go in there, you show up, you like participate, and you like actually try and you gas yourself out, like fuck how long it's been.
Dude,
you know
I
what
agree with that.
Everybody gets
And
a trophy.
I look at it
I
as
hate that shit.
like if I'm a thank you so much. If I'm a marathon runner and I go out and I run a 10-minute mile and I'm not even sweating by the end of it, but fucking somebody goes and runs a half mile and they're dead by the end of it, like who put in the effort?
Yeah, who actually tried their hardest that day?
Yeah.
It's
You
the
know?
guy who
I
it's
may
the
have
guy
ran
who-
farther,
It was the
but
fat
I
guy.
didn't work for it. It was
Yeah.
just that was just
That's a
There's-
good metaphor
there's
for
truth to
life,
it.
man.
yeah, dude.
Wow.
Be fat, but try hard.
Yeah, show up and give it your all, dude. And
Yeah.
that's all that it
do your best,
matters.
man.
Even if it's fucking 20 minutes. Because I did the same thing today. I went to the gym and I like did some chest for like the first time this fucking year. I hit the bench press,
Hey.
and I was usually when I was like at the bench press regularly, I was doing like 185 a couple times and was like, like easy throwing up a 45 on each side and was just like able to rep that out at least 20 times. And I was like, by my third set, I got 4 reps and I was like, holy shit, I am fucking gassed. Like, you know what I mean? But like I tried not to be too hard on myself because I was just like, all right, like, hey, you showed up and like, I got those 4 reps, but that last fucking 4th rep, that shit was hard. You know what I mean? So it's like
I've
I put it
choked
in.
myself a few times.
I was very upset, like with my performance in the gym, just because of how like
Sad it was.
yeah. But I felt better throughout the day because I did more with my morning.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
though it
straight
was
up.
just a 30-minute workout and then me hanging out for an hour and a half trying to fucking find something to do at the gym. But yeah, I felt better throughout the day and it made me more proactive. I ended up cleaning up the fucking garage. I cleaned up the game room. I just got shit done. I spent more time with my daughter.
Good job.
Yeah, bro. I
bud.
went to
Proud of you.
I've been in the gym the past 2 days finally since my ribs, and I did legs yesterday, which was fine. But then I tried to do arms today, and I curled, and that was normal. And then I tried to do tricep pull downs, and it hurt my ribs, so I stopped.
Yeah.
And then I tried to do like the overhead fucking tricep curl, and that hurt my ribs, so I had to stop. So I was just like, all right, fuck it. I'll at least do like 25 minutes on the Stairmaster. So I just banged that out. I couldn't even do it because my ribs still fucking hurt.
You think just working out
Doing great, buddy.
triceps is just about your arms,
Bro,
but like
you
you
do so
engage so much core in
Yeah.
every tricep workout. It's like it's insane. Like
Yeah.
even unless you get on one of like those machines where you put your arms up and it's like almost like a preacher curl, but you're pushing down.
Yeah.
Like that is a little less core, but even then, if you go heavy, you can feel that your core is having to like push itself and like help stabilize your arms and help push a little bit. So it's like it's weird that like triceps is one of those things that core plays like an essential ingredient in. You know.
So I'm about to just get real beefy fucking legs because that's gonna be the only thing I can work out for a while,
dude. And that's all you need, bro. If you got beefy legs and your legs are sexy, dude, fuck whatever anybody else is talking about.
Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
If men could have babies, do you think we'd give birth like a lot faster than women because we have stronger bodies?
No. Who's to say? That's like completely.
Think about
Dude, that
it.
is
That's an
so
insane
far outside
metaphor.
of my realm, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say probably.
Probably, right?
Probably.
That was my thought. But like, also, is that sexist? Of course it is.
Men have this like.
Men have stronger bodies typically.
I'm not even thinking that.
I mean,
I'm
I
thinking
take
that,
longer shits than most women, though.
I'm thinking
You're full of shit though.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that ego might kick in and it'll be like, "Oh, fucking just press this
Let's
baby
just
out and fucking in 5 flat, dude."
I told the doctor
once
go long, dog.
once I hit the fucking gas, bro, I'm not letting down,
Bro, let me
dude. I
get a
promise
scoop
you
of
that.
pre-workout right before I pop this fucking baby out, bro.
Fucking juice,
Fucking juice, bro.
That was legitness. Yeah.
Fucking A.
I think men would have trouble being sober for 9 months. They'd be like, "Oh, I can't drink whiskey
Bro,
for 9 months."
Some men.
Bro, you can't drink
Yeah.
whiskey. You're not supposed to drink coffee. You can't eat raw fish. I would kill myself if I was pregnant.
I don't know. My
You
my
got me
sister does
fucked
have.
fucking right
Instead
on.
instead of getting an abortion, you're just like, nah, I'll just off my whole self.
I'm not trying to snitch or nothing, but my
And the
sister
baby.
drinks coffee.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I don't know how bad. I think you can have a certain amount.
Does she even care about
But
the
she-
future of
And
this
guess what?
child?
She's
For
like,
the nation.
she's like, I could have a glass of red wine if I wanted, and I'm like,
It's true,
oh
though.
my God.
No,
Yeah,
that's
you
actually
can.
true.
That's
You
actually
can.
true.
Yeah,
I know
you can have a
you
little
can.
bit,
I know you
little bit,
can.
little bit,
Yeah.
little
You're
bit.
you're
little
even
bit,
supposed
little
to for the antioxidants or some
Mhm.
shit.
Yep.
Like
Or
I'm-
you could just drink pomegranate
bit. Or
juice.
grape juice.
No, nothing antidoxes me like fucking that sweet
The sweet red.
Pinot Noir.
Good thing you.
Okay.
Nothing.
All right.
You wanna antioxidize your body,
Come on.
brother? You fucking hit up some Cabernet, brother.
Sauvignon
Sauvignon
Bordeaux.
Franc, even.
Sauvignon Franc.
No, some Cabernet Franc.
Some
I was
of your
like Sauvignon Franc. I haven't heard of that.
Cabernet Franc.
Cabernet Franc.
Franc.
Wine's something I want to learn a little more about because
Hey, I'll
like, I
bring
have the
wine on my
opportunity.
wine day.
Dude, I'm honestly I thought about it. I
See
was like
my
I'm
wine day?
gonna
Alcohol day.
I might
Wine
low key
this
bring
day.
wine next time.
Do it,
for,
bro.
and
I
we'll
mean,
just
you're
have
next.
We'll have a little. Am I? Oh my god.
Yeah, you're
You're
next.
next.
Oh my god, I'm gonna bring some wine, dude. We'll fucking face
Spoiler
mask
alert.
it down.
Yeah, spoiler alert. So
Well,
next
Saturday's
week we're
not even out
drinking
for this
wine.
We will face mask it up and then sip on some Pinot.
So,
Wait, what are we face
I'm with it.
masking?
Yeah, we're putting on a face mask, dude.
Why?
Fucking boys' night with the fucking wine.
Oh,
we're doing
a face mask. I thought you were talking about, like, COVID.
Yeah,
So
dude. I was
so
like,
so
bro, like, what?
You were like, what are we gonna play hockey? No, I'm more of like
No,
a center
literally-
wing,
I was
dude.
thinking COVID, dude.
Yeah, we were all
Center wing.
I'm more of a center wing, dude.
We
I'm
all
not
were
really in the goal
thinking,
much,
okay.
you know.
I'm like a forward lineman defense.
Hey Zach, if you don't mind making the drive though, I can recommend this fucking sick ass wine shop for you.
How
both
about
in
you do that
Henderson.
for yours?
Yeah,
Yeah.
asshole.
How about you just keep
How
that
about you-
information to yourself, you fucking
I was
big
just telling
old
them where you
bitch.
could buy wine. You fucking idiots.
I'm just kidding, Norm. I
Don't
love
make
you
me
so
whip
much.
out
I
my
love you so
dick and
much. I love you
pee
so
on
much.
them.
I
Dude,
love-
Henderson, dude, that's like at least
For
two,
you,
three
that's
light
like-
years away.
For
That's
you.
like fucking 15 minutes, dude. What do you
See?
think I'm made
Let's
of
go,
money?
Zach!
Okay.
That's the energy, brother.
All right, real quick.
Okay.
Suck and fuck.
Just hit or miss with this bourbon.
I like it.
Yeah,
That's good.
I'm
I think
giving
it's-
it.
it's what
I'm
I would
giving it a
expect.
7.5.
A 10?
Yeah, out of 10.
That's
I've
pretty
been
high.
7.5.
I'll give you a 6.23 out of an 8.6.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, that's
Weird scale, but okay.
I like to do scales my way.
You can, buddy. Hey, nobody said you can't. All right, you do it your way.
Hey, Frank, can you run the numbers on that real quick?
I'm gonna
All
give
right.
it 3 jelly beans out of 4 socks.
Sick, dude. That is incredible.
Eating jelly beans out of socks sounds very unpleasant.
So I'll give
Not
it
the way
4
I do
points out of a 5-point star.
There you go. All right.
But that's a 6-star scale, so
Oh, so
it's
you
less
only get
than
4
1
points on 1
star?
star?
but it's like a crisp platinum 4-point star, which is about
2 regular stars.
4-ish gold stars. 4 gold stars.
That's
Okay.
the way
Out of
the
us.
cookie crumbles.
Good.
Fuck yeah.
All right, this was a fun scale. Who's next for the
Yeah.
manly thing?
Yeah, Dan, you were
Dan,
on the
toss
mic,
the
so
mic.
you can toss.
Yeah, toss the fucking
Toss
mic.
the salad, baby.
Throw your microphone at whoever's next.
I'll catch it. I'll catch it.
No,
All right,
I'm not
Norm,
gonna
you're
catch
up
it.
then.
Oh
Catch
no, I
it.
didn't want to go. I was just playing on the joke.
I know that you said that you didn't have anything.
I didn't
You've
really
been
have
thinking
anything.
real hard.
I have been. I didn't do I didn't even do anything like what ironically
Facetiously?
manly. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I didn't do anything so not manly that I can talk about it. Like, I just lived this week, but I guess I'll talk about something that happened. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna use that. So I was leaving work one night, and it was pretty late, and I was walking across. And how our work is set up, we're like, the way we get to our cars, we have to walk across a side street, right near a main street though. So a bunch of cars will turn onto the side street, but they'll turn pretty fast, right? So I was walking out super late. I'm wearing all black because that's my uniform. I fucking walk across the street, and a dude comes whipping around the corner, and he fucking has to slam on his brakes while I'm already crossing the street. There's no crosswalk or anything there because it's just a little side street. So I'm just crossing. And he slams on his brakes. And then he goes, "Get out the street, you fucking idiot!" And I go, "Hey, shut the fuck up, dumbass!" Like, because I was like, I'm ready to fight this guy. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't care if you're in a car.
literally.
Hit me, you
I
fucking
was like,
idiot.
bro, I was like, fucking hit me or get out of your car and do something. And so I just kept walking, and the dude rolled up his window and drove away because he was a little fucking bitch.
He
That's
was a
right,
bitch,
bro.
You made a man.
I was
bitch.
ready to fucking fight, bro. I was like, I had a long day at work. If you want to be an asshole, I'll be an asshole, bro. So
Never-
I was
don't
just
fuck
ready
with
for it.
someone
Sometimes you just gotta
after work.
out asshole
Yeah,
some
bro.
asshole.
Yeah, I was like, you didn't have to yell at me. You
I have
could-
a-
you
I have a
could've
story
just
that'll
fucking
play
kept
off of that.
driving.
You could have just slowed down and then moved on with your life, you fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
you know, just
so
'cause
if
you're
you're
in a-
out there
yeah.
and you almost hit Norm this week,
Yeah.
just know I'm coming for you.
Yeah, we're all
I'm
coming
coming
for
for
you,
you.
bitch. I'll murder you.
I had an old man chase me down in his car once, trying to hit me.
Like
It sounds
you
like he
were
was
on
trying to
feet?
assault you sexually.
Were you on foot?
I was on foot.
candy?
What were you? What did you do?
You gonna take this?
He was like, "Get my van, get my van."
I don't want to get too much in specifics, but I had a job that required me to be on foot and say maybe go door to door and maybe sell vacuums. But I was doing that.
It's pretty discreet.
Yeah,
But
pretty
not on
discreet.
foot.
idea what you were doing
Not on
on the
foot. Not
street,
on
man.
bicycle. Not selling vacuums. You were selling large screen TVs.
There you go. And
Nailed it.
I was walking from door to door, or so it seems, in a neighborhood where they didn't welcome my kind. And I knocked, and this old man was like, "Get out of here!" And he pulled up in his car, and I was like, "What are you gonna?" And I was like, "Okay, I'll leave." And I started like walking out of the neighborhood, and he's like, "Faster!" And I'm like, "No, I'm just gonna walk out of the neighborhood." And he came right up to like right behind my knees, you know, the hood of his car, the bumper was right on my knees. So I turned around and I like got hit on his car and like rolled off the edge and like slammed on
I
his
thought you were gonna say you bust a spin move and ran the other way.
Oh,
I was
no.
like, that's so
You
dope.
Marshawn Lynch the
Nah,
fucking
man.
car, bro.
I turned around and I literally pounded on this man's bumper and then faked getting hit. And then I walked to a bench because there's like a little park in the complex or whatever. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait here for my ride to come pick me up because I was a door to door, not vacuum salesman. And we traveled in a van together.
You
So-
should have pulled out a pocket knife and slashed his tires, and then when he got out of the car to confront you, then you stabbed him, and you
You
said,
should
and you said,
know.
And had
and you
sex
said,
with his wife in front of him.
and you said, "Take that, old man," and then you ran away.
that would have been
Yeah.
good.
Have
What-
fun dying alone by yourself.
What happened was he pulled up onto the curb and got out of his car and got right in my face as I'm waiting on this bench to be picked up, and then spit in my face.
like
That's odd.
actually spit on you.
Well, he tried. He went, but it was so dry because he was so close to
What if his
death.
dentures flew out and it was just like denture cream?
If anything landed
cool.
on me, I would have been furious. But cooler winds did prevail, my friends. As I just sat there and kind of took it, and I was like, "All right, dude,
Dude, my
you clearly are depressed, and your wife is dead. So I'm just gonna let you have this fit of rage."
You obviously didn't have a pocket knife, because I'll be honest, if that was me and he came out and he got out of his car and walked up to me, I would have pulled out a fucking pocket knife and I would have been like, "What's up, bitch?" He would have got the fuck back in his car.
he was-
And been like,
He was the least threatening looking old man of all time. Like if I were to push him,
like
he
he
would
had
have
liver
died.
spots everywhere.
Oh, if I pushed him at all or touched him in any way, he would have died. For sure, fact.
That's awesome, man.
He's not here with us anymore, and I can promise you that.
Hey, that's my thing. When old people are dickheads to me in my head.
That's not a threat.
Then
I'm
you just
pretty
then
sure
you
he's
just kill
dead.
him.
No, in my in my head,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
With a
dude,
pocket
honestly, you're gonna die soon, so you might as well get it out of your system now, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You
man.
just
what makes me
verbally
feel
say
good.
that
I'm like,
to
you're
him.
dead.
It's like
You're dead.
and we've heard
Yeah.
it before. It's like when you have an old dog that's about to die, you just kind of let them do whatever you want to.
Yeah, you're
they,
like you
they
can have a
piss
hot
on the
dog,
floor,
you
like
know?
whatever, eat chocolate. It doesn't matter. But going back to the road rage incident, where you just have to out asshole another
Yeah, you
asshole
just
at some
gotta
point.
do sometimes.
Solo and I were driving down the street. Somebody cut him off, and Solo honked on the horn. And we went to a red light, right? So why did he cut us off in the first place? It's like racing to the end of a line. Doesn't make any sense. So Solo like honked at him, just like, hey, dude, you almost caused an accident. This dude, when we get to the red light, gets out of the car, turns around, dude. I just opened up the passenger door. I stood up and I said, get the fuck back in your car. And he did it.
He got out like, what's up? All right. Turn right back
that
around.
guy is scarier than I.
Bro, you just
Yeah,
got to
bro.
turn it up to 11 before they have a chance to get to 8. You know?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude, it was so funny. And then immediately afterwards, I just reached over and took the keys out of Solo's ignition and dropped them on the floor. That was my favorite thing to do at stoplights, dude.
That's fucked up.
I would take his keys out. I was always in the passenger seat. I would take his keys out and just drop them on the floorboard. He'd be like, man, what the fuck?
Well, man, what the fuck?
What would
So,
have
yeah.
been really funny is
Yo,
if you threw him out the window and he couldn't find
Keep
them.
that energy next time I ride with you, bro. I'm gonna do it to you, and you're gonna be like, "Dude, don't you know you never turn off the car when it's in drive, bro? That's just fucking bad for the
Honestly,
transmission."
dude, I have a push to start, so he would just push the button and I'd be like, boom. Just start it back up.
Fuck. Not if I threw your keys.
Oh,
They're in my pocket.
What?
You have to get pretty friendly, and then that would turn into a fight in the car.
Let me see.
Which
cock.
also would achieve the same effect because the light would be green and we wouldn't be going anywhere because we would be fighting and then
Sucker.
slowly start making love.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet, sweet, tender love. Norm, toss that mic over to someone you want to see.
Keegan.
Oh, hello.
Keegan.
Yeah.
Be a man. Be a man.
What's the manliest thing I did this
Yeah,
week?
be a man.
Mine's pretty easy. I'm going to go ahead and throw this one up.
Got you dick sucked.
Also that,
Tight.
I got a girlfriend this week.
Whoa!
He's off the market,
ladies. Get out his DMs.
Wait.
Hold up.
What's his name?
Yeah,
What's his
name?
What's his name,
Fuck
dude?
yeah,
What's his
idiot, nerd.
You got me, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gay for
Hey,
like boys.
So no, you actually made it official.
Yeah.
Now you're. Oh my God, you're officially
Official.
off the market.
Oh,
man.
fish.
I'm off the market, baby.
Wow, that's insanity, brother.
How do
So
you feel?
quit
How do you-
knocking on his fucking door, you thirsty bitches.
Yeah.
Keegan,
All you bitches.
I have a
Keep
question.
it in
How do
your
you feel?
pants.
How do I feel?
How do you feel about this?
Horny.
Fuck yeah. That's the answer.
All
Keep it
right.
in your pants, ladies. Keegan's got
Do you want to talk about it at all? How do you
dick
like?
to slang to only
like,
one lady.
Have
You
you,
know?
been? Has it made you happy, or has it? Are you in?
Can
ready
you
for
and when
it?
you and we do
and
we do.
then are
He's
you?
trying to fucking.
Do you wish you?
Sounds like Mike
had a
Tyson trying to read a
penis?
book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get into it a little bit, I guess.
You don't have to. If you
I met
want
this
to. It's
girl.
personal.
I met this girl on a dating app.
Ooh.
What?
That's so 21st
Grindr?
century, bro. That's
It
so
is.
hardcore 21st century. I
on
love you for that. My man keeps
On
up with the
Grindr.
times, brother.
Dan is on. it,
Dan is really out here calling me a homo today. No, I met her on this dating app. We started talking. She was cool. We hung out once, and it was like, okay, yeah, sure. And then we started hanging out some more. And then she started cooking for me, which is, dude, oh my gosh, she's
The way to a man's heart.
She's so
through his
nice.
cock.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I've never like actually dated a woman that is like attractive and also like a nice person. So this is cool for me. But yeah.
She seems very, very nice.
She's so nice. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But also like she sends me a lot of stand-up comedy and she sends me memes like 50 times a day, and I'm like, this is perfect for me. You know, this is cool. This is cool. So for now, you know, I'm happy. I like it. I figured this was the right. Honestly, you boys all gave me your seal of approval on her, and I was like, okay, that settles it
She's
then.
tight as fuck, dude.
So there we go.
How would you know?
Because you told me.
Not what I was talking about.
Oh.
Right on, dude.
But right
Dan
on.
was making a pussy joke.
Oh, how would I know about what?
No, he was talking to me. We're going to move on because Keegan's 10 minutes in the past. So.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, bro, we're all fucking happy for you,
Yeah,
dude.
man.
Oh, about
That's
the girl
tight.
part? How do I know she's a girl?
No, you're gone.
man,
you're gone.
nothing.
You're gone.
I got
you're in
nothing.
another.
You'll
you're on
get
another-
it when you edit.
Yeah, you're on another. You're on another podcast right now. Get
All
back.
right.
Come
All
on.
right, I'm back.
Keegan,
All right.
I am
Zach,
just
what's the...
Keegan, I am just green with jealous rage right now. That's big old hot rod reference. That's for the people that out there love hot rod. All right,
Zach,
manliest-
I'm just going to toss it to you,
Yeah,
buddy.
well, hey, you couldn't toss it to anyone else, and that's what it's all
That's
about.
what Zach's here
Sick.
for.
That's called pulling a Bradbury.
I'm here when you don't have another option. Let's go, baby. So all right, the manliest thing I did this week, and I'll get a little deep for a second. That's so uncharacteristic for me, but here I am, and I'm gonna just put my heart on my sleeve, share
You
some
vulnerable
vulnerability.
bitch.
Yeah, share some vulnerability with you guys for a second. But I think the manliest thing that I did this week was take somebody's perspective on how I've been living, and instead of take it negatively, I kind of like just listened and heard them out, and like actively implemented some changes. So just to like give a little backstory, like I haven't really been like walking the walk as far as like what I've been saying I want to do, you know, like in the last couple of years, to be honest with you, like I'm big talk, and I wasn't always backing it up. And you know, so my girlfriend had, you know, told me like earlier in the week, like in a very loving way and respectful way, was like, I don't know, like, you know, it just like kind of seems like you like lost motivation to do this and that, and you know, like I'm not trying to like be mean. I see that you work hard, and I see that, you know, do this, but I don't see like as much follow through on this and that. And you know, my first immediate reaction was one of like hurt and being
defensive.
a little defensive, and was kind of like, well, you know, like I work 40 hours a week and I still pick up after myself and do this and that, you know what I mean? And like, you know, then in my alone time, I kind of like really chewed on the idea a little bit and was like, am I like following through on what I say that I want to do? Or am I just saying I want to do this and saying I want to do that, and then not actually like going through with anything? You know what I mean? Like, so I realistically, like, you know, like just sat there and like thought about it, you know, for a second, was like real critical of myself really quick for a second, was just like, you know, like she's got a point, you know, like I'm like, I say I want to do this and I say I want to do that and this and that, but you know, like I'm not really following through on some of these ideas and things that I want to do. So, you know, instead of getting mad and being defensive about it, you know, like I actually took time to analyze it and be like, you know, like it's not complete bullshit, you know, like she has a leg to stand on in some of the things that she said.
Hopefully,
and so
too.
and you know, like just big shout out to my girlfriend, because like that's exactly what I need and want in a partner. And sick joke. And so like, you know, but like that's exactly what I need and I want in a partner, is somebody who's going to like call me on my shit and be like, yo dude, like quit talking about it and be about it, you know what I mean? And like, so
Bro, that's the manliest thing that Mano did this week. What about you?
shut the fuck up.
Honestly, shout out to Mano, bro.
Dude, shout out to Mano,
Big
man.
shout out, Mano.
And,
cool fucking person.
so-
And both of your legs.
So, you know, like she just like she really put through for me on that one. And you know,
big
like
facts, though.
and so like I like took that to heart and like made some like real moves this last week
Nice.
to like actively do the things I want, like you know what
Perfect.
I mean, and like not just like say, oh yeah, I want to do that when I have more time, and like made time
Is it
to
like
do those
music
things. Like
and
yeah,
such?
exactly, like
Yeah.
music, like I always say, hey, I want to, do this with music. I want to do that with music, and music's my dream. But then here I am not releasing things, and I'm not posting on social media, and I'm not doing what's necessary to get to where I want to be. So it's like, so this week I hit up my friend for, some graphic work for a couple of singles now. And so I've got a plan in my head, and I like sat down and I built a plan. Like, I'm going to release this, and then I'll release this. And, and now I'm actually actively taking steps to do those things. And so I think the manliest thing that I did this week was actually
make steps.
Actually make steps. And I took some advice from my girlfriend really quick and just like heard her out, because she didn't come at it in a way that was rude or critical or anything. She was just trying to tell you hey, I love you and everything, but there's not as much follow through, and I'm blah blah blah. She held me accountable, and that's some real shit that instead of being fucking defensive and being fucking I work hard and I do this and that and this and that, I saw the truth, and I put my ego aside and I saw the truth in what she was saying, and I took it to heart. And this week I've done more for my career and more for myself than I've done in the last fucking month and a half or two, you know what I mean? So it's when you really can take a step back and be all right, time to stop making excuses, time to stop fucking doing lazy shit and this and that, let's get it done, let's be serious about the life we're living.
Yep.
Then boom. So I'm really excited, and I'm really grateful that I have such an amazing, loving woman in my life that cares about my future the way that I do.
Person.
Yeah, and exactly, and cares about me bettering myself, and sees potential and isn't just gonna let me waste it. She's like you have potential and you can do shit, so do it. And so it's big shout out to my girlfriend. I love you so much, baby. And I know she's listening out there because she listens to every episode, and that's fucking beautiful. So
bro,
I actually woke up today to 3 different people texting me about the episode that we just dropped, and I was like, that's a really cool feeling. But yeah, dude, just to bounce off it real quick, I've been noticing that you're starting to make moves again, and I'm really proud of you. But it's also motivating to me as well,
sick.
And it has an impact outside of just yourself, because I'm you know what, Zach's out here, he's getting shit for the studio, he's getting artwork done for his album or for singles, whatever you're gonna do with it. You're
singles
getting,
and some album.
There you go, an EP, something.
Both of them.
But I'm he's out here, he's fucking doing it. So let's if he can do it, so can I, type of shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Way to make it about yourself, Keegan.
Thank you. I'm a very selfish person, and that's the manliest thing I did was piggyback off of Zach's bullshit. So Zach didn't even do his own manly thing. Right?
That's totally.
Well, no, I did, but with the motivation of my girlfriend of just calling me out instead of just being fucking a little bitch
said,
about
hey,
it.
yo,
I was
Zach,
just
you being a punk bitch about making this music shit.
Yeah.
How about you fucking start acting on some shit you've been telling me?
Hey, yo, bitch.
Hey yo, bitch. And I was like, you said that? You said that though? You said bitch though?
You said that though?
But you said bitch though, right?
She did.
I said, bitch.
I mean, a little bit. So my homie, the homie Keone that we all know and love dearly, he actually hit me up at the very beginning of this year, and he was like, hey, bro, do you have time to we should hit the gym or something? And I was like, yeah, bro, for sure. So I went to the gym with him early in the year, and he literally asked me for 3 goals I wanted to accomplish this year. And he wrote them down in his phone. He did this with a lot of his friends. And he was like, hey, I'm just going to check on you every month and see if you're actually trying to get these goals done. And if you're not, he's like, I'm going to kind of be pushy on you, not in a dick way, but you said you want to do these things.
That's a good friend.
I'm just going to hold you. Yeah, just going to hold you accountable,
So literally on the February 1st, he literally texted me and he was like, hey, bro, so how have you been doing? He sent me a screenshot of the goals that he wrote in his notes.
Yeah.
He's like, how you been doing? And so I updated him, and I was like, bro, I appreciate that. It's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
So
how are you doing?
Doing good. The gym thing, the setback was the ribs. I was doing good in the gym until the ribs thing, and then
What, these guys?
What, these right here? Balls fist.
You got 12. Stop being a bitch.
I forgot
about
what
one.
I know one of them was that I definitely wanted to take a vacation for either me and my girl or me and my friends or both, whatever happens. One vacation to somewhere I haven't been yet.
Gatlinburg, we're going.
Okay. So something like that. Take it, and then The middle one, the middle one was I want to get for sure. I played off Keegan's like New Year's resolution where I do really want to get merch for this podcast. And more so just advance the podcast and like, I'm super down to if you think of anything and you're just like, hey, I just bought this for the studio. You guys mind helping it, bro? I will gladly pay for anything you want to put in that studio. Let me know, like anything to further advance this project we have.
Agreed.
Was my other one where like I just want to
make a list.
And honestly, I think I'm gonna
Check it twice.
I think I'm gonna talk to our homies over at fucking Thank You Clothing, fucking Sean.
Thank
Yale,
you, brother. Thank you.
And
Don't thank me.
I'm gonna talk
Thank
to them
you.
about because we already have like design ideas, so they won't have to do much in that way. But them, I know they
An
already
embroidered
have
sweatshirt would be sick.
Bro, yeah, they already have people that do that, and it's a nice quality thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit them up very shortly about doing shit. Shout out Thank You Clothing, by the way. Follow them on
Also,
Instagram. They have a
stickers.
website and stuff.
We're gonna get stickers by the end of this month.
Stickies,
That's-
some
So
clogs.
Dan, reach out to your contact, but
I'll do it.
if they don't respond well by the end of the month, I'm gonna go to a third party source here. I think.
So
Okay.
So just to end this manliest thing we did this week, I just wanted to say I love you dudes, man, and like I'm starting to see that like there's a real factor of like in our relationships, like as men, we need to be holding each other accountable to like have a good future. You know what I mean? It's like
I agree.
it's like sometimes it's not my business, but other times it's like, hey, like let's
It is
as
your
men
business.
like sit down and like hold each other accountable to like doing the things that we want to do because we've only got one life, dudes. Like, and it's like cheesy as fuck to say, but it's like right now
We're
we
running
need
through
to
the juice
we
of it
need
right
to be
now.
holding each other fucking accountable for the things we want to do, man. Like, you know, like that's what we need to be doing for each other, you know, like is just like genuinely fucking holding
Facts.
each other accountable.
agree.
And like, you know, there's a way to do it lovingly and like in a good way. And so, you know, we need to be holding each other accountable. But I think right now we need to move on.
Yeah,
Because I'm getting sick of talking about this shit with you guys. So let's talk about some other shit. So
Hey, what do we have?
I think right now we might have some.
Mail, motherfucker.
We got some mail, motherfucker.
We have
Freaking mail.
We have some
mother
anonymous
frickers.
mail.
Anonymous mail from an anonymous person.
Anonymously
who will
anonymous sending
remain
mail.
anonymous.
And can you guys please send us fucking mail, bro?
Send us mail. Send us mail. Right now, whatever you're doing, if you're listening to this podcast, I want you to go into your mail, into your Gmail. I want you to pause what you're doing with your day. Think of any question you can and send it over to our email at YouGotMalePod@gmail.com.
Honestly, it doesn't even have to be a question. Just tell me how your fucking day was today.
Yeah. Hey, send us a thing that says, "Hey, I had a really shitty day," and we'll hype you up.
Or we'll
let
shit on you further,
No,
you
no, no,
fucking
no,
dumb
no, no.
piece of
Norm,
garbage.
Norm will shit on you, but I'm gonna be there for you to help you.
Maybe don't be such a
whatever, you know?
bitch. Maybe have a better day. Wake up out of bed with a good attitude.
Yeah,
you
be
fucking
a better
moron.
person. But
Yeah.
or maybe like be like, hey, I had a roast beef sandwich for lunch, and we'll be like, cool, and then
Yeah.
we'll move on.
Yeah.
Just send us mail,
Yep.
man.
Bro.
Yeah,
Roast
send us some mail.
beast.
Send us some mail. We want to hear what you have to say, whatever it is. If it's a question, if it's a statement, if it's a picture of your left toe, I'll take it. Just
I
send
gotta
us.
tell you real quick
send us
before
mail.
we get into this smoke wagon's hit me in a different way, man. I'm all sorts of goofy right now.
Oh, yeah, bro.
I haven't said a word in a minute, and
He's just been feeling himself, bro.
I have been, man.
Hell
I
yeah.
took a good whiff of my mic earlier, and honestly, I just want to do it again, but I'm really trying not to.
Get a dog, little
All right.
longy. All right, we got mail, motherfucker.
So, in this anonymously sent mail from an anonymous person, there is no subject. I don't know why I thought that was funny. Which is each of your guys' most embarrassing moments?
Can you say that question again, but like a normal person?
Which
would
is
say
each of
it?
your guys' most embarrassing moments?
Thank
Okay.
you.
Wow, that was
So, like,
Way better.
if anything triggers in your head when you're like, damn, what embarrassed the fuck out of me? What would it be?
One time I peed myself in the 8th grade.
Like in class?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Fucking
man.
idiot.
Yep.
Dude.
I'm just kidding.
And
It
Zach
happens,
said he'd
bro.
be there to bring you guys up.
It
Yeah,
happens.
man. I was embarrassed, and I luckily I was wearing a sweatshirt that I took off and wore around my waist for the rest of the day, and I was like,
Frontwards.
oh,
You just
totally.
smelled like you smelled like a pea boy.
Yeah, you're a little
Oh,
people.
everyone had to have known that I pissed myself and walked around campus for another 6 hours. But you know what? I did it, and here I am. I was very embarrassed,
You
and
lived through it, man.
I lived through it. I made it through the damn day.
Keegan pisses his pants. What a piss boy.
Yep. I also pissed myself as a 21-year-old adult male.
I've done it.
Yep. Adult man. I was drunk off my rocker. It was St. Patrick's Day. I was at a little festival, and I was like, I gotta pee, and I looked for the line for the porta potties, and I was like, I don't.
So I just pissed in my pants and walked away.
I pissed in
That
my
ain't
pants
worth my time.
and Ubered home.
That ain't even worth my time, player. Just pissed in his pants and walked away.
I was like, I could whip my dick out, but then that's public indecency, and I could be a registered sex offender. So I'm just gonna piss in my pants.
There you
I have
go.
a good one. I wasn't necessarily embarrassed because I don't typically get embarrassed.
Yeah, I feel you.
But this was just kind of like I tried to hide it moment and I got caught. I was over at a buddy's house and we were smoking and joking, drinking some beers. It was like noon. And I went to the back fence to go take a leak. And I was pushing a little hard for the leak because we were in an interesting conversation. And I shitted.
Oh God.
Like right in my pants, dude. All right, so
That was legitness.
yeah, it was. And so I went back, dude, and I just like sat down, like in the
God.
shit, like in the chair, dude. And I was just like,
Just let it
and I'm
cement
in
to
Georgia,
you.
dude. It's fucking hot and humid, so we're sweating already, dude. So it's just like it's not a good mixture. And then thank God, like he brings up the idea, like, hey, let's go downtown. I was like, hey man, I just need to cop a shower real quick before I go downtown. It's hot out here. Like maybe I'll borrow a pair of shorts. And he was like, all right, bet. So, dude, I fucking like went, showered, like cleaned my ass real quick, and threw on his shorts commando, and like balled up my fucking underwear in his like bathroom trash can. My shitty drawers, right? I put them in his bathroom trash can, tied up the bag, and was like, "Hey, your trash can, your bathroom trash is full. I'm gonna take it out." And I fucking went and took it out, but I guess I didn't tie the bag well enough so that my shitty drawers were basically just right there open at the top of the trash
Oh,
can.
rough.
So we go back to smoking and joking. I'm feeling good, feeling fresh. I'm like, all right, man, no more shit pants, right? And fucking his wife comes around the corner, is like, hey, who shit their pants?
She's got your pair of pants in her hand, and you're like, yo, man, that's fucking crazy. Who did that, dude?
Everyone immediately
And
told
I
you
just
because
like
you just
looked and I
showered.
was like, yeah, it was me. Like I shit.
Yeah, it was
and they
me.
were
I
like, how'd
should've.
that happen? I was like, I don't know, dude. I was just peeing and I shit. Like, dude, it was the craziest
Could
thing,
happen to
man.
anyone, all right?
And,
Fuck.
dude, it was my favorite pair of Ethicas too. That
Oh,
shit. Yeah.
That was a $25 shit you just took.
Oh, dog.
It's an expensive
It fucking
shit, bro.
sucked. Yeah, so I got caught. I mean, initially I was like, I'm going to try to hide this as best I can, but at the end of the day, I wasn't necessarily embarrassed. But yeah, I
Pretty
shitted.
good. You shitted your pants.
I shitted right in my pantaloons.
All right, who's next? Embarrassing moments for you,
I mean,
losers.
honestly, I don't get too embarrassed either.
Dude,
type
I'm
deal.
struggling
But-
to find a memory of a time that I was like super embarrassed just because I don't really get too embarrassed. But
The like most embarrassing one that came into mind was like I was in PE class in
You got a boner.
in like 5th grade, and we were doing and obviously when you're that young and in school, things do embarrass you because you don't want to look dumb in front of all these
Yeah.
people you're trying to get along with. But so we were doing PE class, just normal workouts, and just like dead ass middle of like sit-ups, I let out the loudest fart in the entire gym.
Oh, fuck yeah, baby.
Entire gym just starts laughing, and everyone knows it was me. Like everyone was like, "Oh my god, this fucking did you farted?" And I was like, and I just like turned bright red, and I was like, "This fucking
You're
sucks."
always bright red.
Yeah, no, but like imagine brighter and redder.
Huh.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just bad for a little 5th grader kid to be farting it like the loudest fart you've heard from a 5th grader in the middle of the gym class. Because other than that, like I said, I don't get too embarrassed. I own up to my shit. Like when I fart, I'm just like, yeah. Everyone's like, dude, who farted? I'm like, me. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't care.
It was me.
Yeah, it was
Let me tell
me.
you,
I
your
farted.
farts rank.
Dude, some of them, honestly,
Sometimes.
bro. A lot of I have days where, like, certain days I'll be farting all the time behind the bar, bro.
You give me a heads up.
No one will say anything though, and like because you can't smell them.
Yeah, you give me a heads up. You're like, hey, I just farted. This is gonna be a stinker. And then it is.
I know. I can tell. My bowels. I'm very comfortable. I
total
know my
bowel
bowels.
manipulation.
Yeah,
Sometimes you let one through, and on the way out, you're like, ugh.
Yeah, you're like,
that wasn't good. That wasn't a good one. You can feel a
good.
specific feeling in your butt, and you're just like, ugh. That one.
I gotta
is
warm
nasty.
the locals.
That's a nasty one I had brewing in there. You could feel it on the way out. It whispers goodbye, and it's like, fuck you. On the way out,
Literally.
you're like, oh god.
Yep.
You try to flee the area as quick as you can.
Yeah. All right, Zach.
Shit.
Think of one, bro. You gotta have
All
one.
right. I actually did think of one, and I think Keegan was there for this one. One night we. A group of friends, and this was like early, like maybe like 19 years old or so, but like me and a group of friends were gonna smoke some marijuana and go to the pumpkin patch.
That was before it was legal.
Yeah.
And so we smoke this weed, and I smoke a little bit before like everybody gets there because I was just like impatient, and then everybody gets there. And so, I'm all like cordially like, okay, like Keegan and our other friend get there. And I was like, oh, everybody's not here yet. And they're like, well, like, let's take a hit really quick before they get here. And so I take another hit. And then the other friends get there, and then we smoke some more. And these people who got there last smoke a lot.
They do
and so I
dabs.
was like, and they were like, dude, come on, man. Like, I was like, I'm chilling, I've already smoked a little bit before you guys got here. And they were like, dude, come on. We're smoking together. You got to smoke together. And I was like, well, this is science. So I have to listen. I have to listen to them right now because this is science. And, so I smoke some more, and like I exhale, and I know I'm like, that was a mistake. Like, cause I start coughing and it's like terrible. And I was like, oh God. So we drive there, and I am just like going up, and there is no telling where the ceiling is. I'm just like, oh my God. And so we get there, and I'm like walking in, and I'm like, and I can remember like specifically looking around, and shit just seems like it's like not right. Like my sense of balance is off because I'm so high right now, and I'm just like walking through like trying to survive because I'm like, we're going to the pumpkin patch. I don't want to be a little bitch. So I like get over, and we're at the petting zoo, and we're like petting these goats, and like I stand up from petting these goats, and I look around and I go, guys, I gotta go sit down, man. And so I go into their car, and I like sit down. Like I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of this pumpkin patch. I sit down in their car, and I'm like, just not okay. And then boom, I throw up. And so I'm like, oh fuck. So they're like, all right, well shit, let's get out of here, So like we go to Sonic, and then we pull up to the Sonic, and we're waiting for our food after we order, and I'm like, still definitely not okay. And then boom, another throw up. Boom, another throw up. I'm just like vomiting profusely at this point because I'm just so high, and I was just like, it was terrible. And they finally, like we get our food, everybody like, gets their shit, and like we go back, drive back to my house, and like everybody eats their food. And truthfully, I don't even remember how like the rest of the night went, but all I know is that I woke up the next day and was like embarrassed as fuck because I was like, yo, I would like straight up overdid myself last night and like could not operate. And like I'm like apologizing to them as I'm like throwing up. I'm like, I'm so sorry, man. I don't know, and like, oh man,
Yeah.
Keegan was there, but
Nobody
fucking-
else gave a shit. You know, we weren't like, oh, Zach, this is fucking embarrassing, you loser.
Yeah,
We
but
were
I was just
but in your own
personally
head, oh, for
embarrassed.
sure.
You know what I mean?
You're
'Cause
like, I'm too fucked up right now.
Yeah, and everybody else is obviously sitting there like, oh, it happens, you know. But like in my own mind, the next day I was horrified. I was just like, I can't even believe that I gotta
Can't show
like
my face around
send
town
this
right
And you
anymore,
got like
you know?
out of control at a pumpkin patch.
At a fucking pumpkin patch,
There were
exactly.
kids and
I'm like,
goats.
I'm petting these little goats, and they can't even pull me out of the fact that I'm fucking fucked up right
Like,
now.
dude, I would love to enjoy this, but I'm trying to reel myself in.
Yeah,
right now.
I'm trying to center myself right now, and I just keep going every direction except for in the center.
I
So-
definitely still have pictures of that night somewhere.
Oh man, I would love to see him. just me, just like
Vomiting.
thrown up outside of a thing. I was like, ah!
Just so you know,
Oh,
you were
God.
not in control that much.
I know, I
no,
wasn't.
no hang loose sign. Came
I know.
up at any
I know.
time.
You guys were like, "Are you okay?" And I was just like,
I'm gonna die.
die."
This is it for me.
But yeah, man, I struggled to find a real memory that I was like truthfully like embarrassed and am still embarrassed about, just because I'm like, man, I
One
was
of
just
those
like,
things where you think of and you
Yeah.
like cringe. You're like, oh,
yeah, I'm just like, oh man, humanity is like weird, you know. Like at a certain point, I just stopped giving a fuck because I realized everybody's embarrassed about shit, and like everybody, you know, like
cares?
you know, whatever
Who cares?
cares about their public image and
Yeah.
shit. But eventually, you just like you let go a little
You just
bit.
gotta be
know?
you know.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
happens, bro.
All right,
exactly.
this email's got one more question. It's gonna be a quickie. Here we go.
Should we break it? Do you want?
What? Break it down.
Yeah,
It's-
because there's two.
break it down.
I don't
We'll
know
do
what
that. We'll
it
just do the
means.
first one.
You just want to do the first one?
Yeah, I don't give a shit about the second
All
one.
right. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Is a hot
Definitely.
dog a sandwich?
It's a sandwich for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sandwich.
I mean, if you want it to be, man. It's
Do
your
you
world.
want it to be?
Do you want it to be
Yeah,
a
it's a
sandwich?
That's what we're
Sandwich.
asking
Oh
you.
man, I think it's a hot dog.
You got to think about the fucking format here. You've got think of a
Bread, meat,
Subway.
what are
my
Think
options?
think of a
or
Subway
no?
sandwich. Okay, what does that bun look like, and what lies in between that bun? Right,
Product.
right.
You guys are
What
thinking
lies-
way too far into it, man.
No,
Meat,
I'm just saying.
relish.
I'm not. I'm
There's
not.
a
I'm just.
burger, there's a sandwich, and there's a hot dog, man.
I'm just saying.
burger
Burger
is a
is a
sandwich.
sandwich.
No.
Wait, why not?
Yeah, a burger's a
no,
sandwich.
burger's a
No, it's
sandwich.
not.
It's
Yeah,
between two
burger's a
pieces of
sandwich.
bread.
Then is a sandwich a burger?
Negative.
So you,
Is the
A burger.
grilled
A burger is
A
a
burger
sort
is a
of sandwich.
sandwich. Yeah.
A burger is a
border-
sort of
it's a
sandwich.
type of
A
sandwich.
Bordor, first off, is not a word.
So if
and
it's
then
ground
Border's
meat,
not a
that's what makes it
sandwich.
a burger.
Borgordor.
Or border's not a word.
All right, boys.
burger,
A
burger.
hot dog is different. It's a fucking hot dog, man.
No.
The bun is still connected at the
No.
bottom.
Yeah, but
So
so
it
is
is
it on
on
a
a
sub
Subway
sandwich. Yeah, on a
sandwich, yeah.
Subway sandwich, the bottom of the bun is connected, and you
Facts.
just have to think about, regardless of the content.
All right, then
of
it's
what's
a
in
fucking
between.
sandwich.
Exactly.
You
That's what I
lose.
was
Fuck
thinking.
off.
That's what I fucking thought.
This is
Dan.
great question.
It's a great
Thank you
question.
for sending
This
it,
is a
Mr.
great
Anonymous.
because
Or
honestly,
Miss Anonymous. Could have been a woman.
or
Yeah.
Ms. Anonymous,
Or
Yeah.
Mrs. She could be
or
married.
or Misters.
Fuck this question, Norm. What's your answer?
Dude, a hot dog's a sandwich for sure, bro. Anyone who says otherwise is a big dumb fucking idiot, and I'll fight you over it.
Yep.
Come to my door.
So we're.
Here's
everybody said it
God,
was-
Dan.
Oh, Dan's
Dan's
having-
mic.
Dan checked out.
You made a whole podcast without
Your-
it fucking up, and then you fucked it up.
Your
right at the end.
microphone better be a sandwich. It might as
Yeah.
well be
Yeah,
a
your
sandwich.
mic
You big
would.
old, you big old
Dude.
bitch.
Or maybe even a bagel. Watch our TikToks.
Exactly, bro. It
Is
might
a
as well
bagel
be
a
a bagel.
sandwich?
Dude, is that bagel a controller?
Is
or
a bagel a sandwich? Absolutely.
Dude, absolutely fucking yeah.
Yep. A single bagel with nothing else is a sandwich.
Unless you put just cream cheese on it and you're just eating half a thing, then it's not a sandwich. But it can be a sandwich. A
Yeah.
bagel can be a
A
sandwich. and
bagel
all I
can
have
be the
to say
bread
is-
for a sandwich.
It's science.
Keegan, you said it was a sandwich as well.
Yeah.
All right, guys, send us mail.
Send us
send
some
us
mail
mail.
before I
Send
go
us
down.
so much
Little
mail.
shit in your fucking
Please.
assholes, you dumb
Please,
fucking bitches.
for the love of all the gods, send us mail.
I'm gonna go ahead and just say the email address one more time.
You got
because
mail
I
pod
want-
at
Say it
gmail.com.
say it loud
You
for the
got
people in the
mail.
back.
at YouGotMalePod@gmail.com. Keegan's making a wave, and if you're just listening, you got mail at YouGotMalePod@gmail.com. YouGotMalePod@gmail.com.
Keegan's gonna
You got mailpod at gmail.com.
Send it.
You've got mail. 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 Mail.